Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan, Chairman Senate, Federal Ministers, Seapeak Authority Chairman, Excellencies, the Ambassadors, representation from embassies, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, especially our media team representatives who have come from other parts of Pakistan, Karachi, Islamabad, Lahore. Welcome you all. Thank you very much for coming to Gawadar. It's again an opportunity for me to be here again, and we are very much thankful to the Prime Minister for making his regular visits to Balochistan and showing his sincere attention and efforts for developing Balochistan. And this has been a very different relationship which we are witnessing in Balochistan from any Prime Minister who has ever come in. Not that he's over here, I'm praising him, but I'm talking about facts and figures. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been, the reason I'm speaking in English, I'm sure the Prime Minister would be like thinking himself, but because of the dignitaries who are here, and especially a lot of people who will be hearing from me and what Balochistan has to tell them, the foreigners and other people. It's very important that we try to bring things in as facts and figures. There has been a lot of misconception about how we don't address the basic issues of Gawadar people. There has been a very core issue, and especially when it comes to the national media. People just come up that Gawadar does not have water, Gawadar does not have streets, Gawadar does not have basic facilities, and we are making something which is totally not for Gawadar. So in order to bring all these misconceptions, it's very important that we just put the things in place and tell people what exactly is happening. What has been happening for the last 3 years. And obviously, I have been part in many governments in the past, the last time I was here also. But I must acknowledge what in the last, these few 3 years have been happening in Balochistan. A very small glimpse. I would not like to really go into details. There's a very long list. But I would like to cover a few components, especially what the provincial government has been doing in collaboration with the federal government. What serious issues Gawadar has had and has been solved. And I'm really thankful to General Asim Bajwa, who very in detail has explained very basic things which Gawadar was facing in terms of SROs, in terms of custom issues, in terms of airport permissions, port authority permissions, which were just basic policy decisions, which were hampering the process of economic activity which had to take place in Gawadar. And I'm very much thankful to the federal government who have deliberated all these small issues and have really approved all these things so that Gawadar can really take up things. We have seen for the first time the East Way coming up. The East Way might be a very small project for you and me, but if you go to the people of Gawadar who live on the East Way, who've been really facing a lot of problems. For them, it was a huge task. So how they will be adjusted in terms of road accessibility. And I'm very much thankful to the Planning Commission for incorporating 3 bridges, which will enable the boat, the fishermen who will have access, which they were anticipating might not have. There's a very huge project, a very federal good project, which is going on. It's 180 kilometers of water pipeline, which will be connecting Shadikot Dam, Sawat Dam and Akhada Dam, a 28-inch diameter of water, sweet water pipeline, which will be pumped 180 kilometers and will be facilitating the people of Gawadar, inshallah, in another 2-3 months time period. There's another project which is going to be initiated, is again a federal funded project. It's of 5 MGD, a desalination plant. In the past, we had plants. There are many places in Balochistan which had put up desalination plants, but unfortunately, none of them are working. God knows what was the reason behind that. A lot of contracts were awarded, but to the extent of just giving contracts and not bringing them in use for people. So this 5 MGD plant is close to 6 to 7 billion worth of rupees, which will be initiated soon and shall have another 2-3 years period of time to be completed. At the same time, we are seeing extension of the Gawadar hospital, taking it to another 150 to 200 bed hospital, a technical trade. And at the same time, we are elaborating and focusing on bringing the first university in Gawadar, inshallah, the Gawadar University, inshallah, with the assistance of the federal government. The first university shall, inshallah, come in. Though there is a campus university which is happening over here, but we want to establish a permanent university for Gawadar. At the same time, the South package, the federal package, the many other things, I would like to also compliment this 180 kilometer of pipeline which is going to be coming from Shadikor and many other places. Yes, there were some initiatives from the last government also, but the way this government has taken it up for the last 3 years seriously and making sure that all these spending 10 years old, 5 years old, 8 years old projects
Kashmir ko,
especially this PSDP, the federal PSDP, which has covered the whole of Balochistan. Areas which have been neglected, and the reason I am very happy, even in the past a lot of projects used to come in Balochistan, but the consultative methodology which has been adopted for the first time, I would like to commend Asad Umar with his team, especially the direction from your side, our federal ministers, even chairman, and other people. Unless there is no consensus developed of what to be done for a province, if it's done from a federal government and there's no consensus within the province stakeholders, then it's of no use. We have seen exactly whatever you'll pick up from this PSDP, whatever you will pick up as a scheme for Balochistan, it has a reason. It has a reason for connectivity. It has a reason for bringing the poverty standards up in certain areas of Balochistan. Whether it be dams, it be roads, it be technical colleges, schools, which we are doing, everything has been incorporated because of a reason and a need, basically. What those people need. Whether it be the markets, the border markets which we are bringing up, whether they will be the uplifting of villages which are on the borderline on Iran and Afghanistan, whether it be the long needed road which we call the Western Corridor, which we've been hearing for the last many 10 years, but we've never implemented. Alhamdulillah, that road has started, and the work shall be coming from Jor, Kira Saifullah and Kuchlak. And I'm very much thankful to you. Last time the Prime Minister when came to Quetta and we asked him, there's a road which is called a bloody road because it has taken up a lot of lives. And it was kind enough and Planning Commission had approved it. The road, the first dualization national highway is going to be built from Chaman to Kuchlak and Kuchlak, Quetta, Quetta to Khuzdar, and finally going to Karachi. So these are not normal projects. These are projects which change. Coastal Highway was one of those projects. Though we don't really like to commend, but I think so. General Pervez Musharraf at that time did an immense project of connecting Karachi with coast and Gawadar and all. And today everybody is traveling on that. And inshallah tomorrow when we'll be seeing Gawadar connecting Turbat, Panjgur, Nokandi, whether we'll be seeing Khuzdar connecting Shadat Kod, whether we'll be seeing Loralai, Job, Ziyarat, Harnai and many such places being connected. And I'm really thankful that the first kind of a dual way, which no other Prime Minister even ever thought of, which goes to the residency of the founder of Pakistan, from Quetta to Ziyarat, was recently given in the last year from your government, and alhamdulillah, inshallah, is going to be starting this year. So these are those all projects which I really feel are going to bring a change. What are we doing? What are the contribution? The provincial government in the last 3 years has contributed close to 13 billion rupees. This year we have close to 4.5 billion, and rest close to 9 billion has been spent in very different small projects also. So the concept which we are trying to tell you is like, it's not only the mega projects, it's not only like the big projects which are going to be just attracting. We are catering to the needs of many people in Gawadar also, whether it be, there are many places which are going to get colleges for the first time. There are many places which are going to get hospitals for the first time. And I have a list of all these schemes. This 13 billion is being spent to the people of Gawadar, who will see it inshallah in coming 1 year's time, and who are already witnessing it. Their schools being made, their hospitals being upgraded, they're getting libraries, they're getting colleges, they're getting even to an extent of, I would like you to all go and see the first women incubation business center for women over here in Gawadar. It's a project which is going on in 7 divisions, but the one which has been done in, recently in Gawadar, that is going to be a forum where women can really go in, do some kind of work through NGOs and many other authorities, see what kind of prospects and opportunities women can have in the business center, in such other facilities. And so on, the list goes on. Academies and schools for children, special children hospital, children, special people, places for drug addicts, and so many other things. The only reason why I'm mentioning all these small things and the mega works that have been done, there is not just the port. It's not just the airport which is being made. There's a lot which is being done for the communities also. But somehow, whenever we just go on the national media, we don't know the details. And I'm sure there are a lot of people, political people, who really don't like to give those details also. But Government of Balochistan is all open to exactly tell you where what is happening. I would not like to really drag it because I can go on for another 2 hours, and I would not like to really bore you all. The only thing which I want to say is that this government, in collaboration, Balochistan Awami Party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, we all are determined in solving the issues of Balochistan. And I think so Gawadar has really been the jewel of this whole province in Pakistan. And I'm really glad today we are witnessing the participation from the different country ambassadors who are here with us. And that's the kind of trust which I think so all together with CPEC, the regional players, the markets, when all are going to invest in Gawadar, and that's how you are going to take the benefit too. The misconceptions again, like Gawadar is going to become a challenge for many other countries. Gawadar in fact is going to become that opportunity from which all the regional players can really benefit from. That's how we are seeing it. That's how we want to bring Gawadar also. And that's the trust which we want to build in among all people, and especially by the Chinese brothers also. Like they've been, the economic spread which they have is global. It's not just limited to Gawadar or China, it's globally. So I think so it's high time for people to really bring their trust in Gawadar and try to like invest in Gawadar. Come over here, see it yourself. It's going to take a little bit of time more once the international airport, but once the port is fully functional. I'm really glad for the new zone which is being inaugurated today, and the ones which are there, the power projects which are coming in, the national grid connectivity which is inshallah soon be coming in another year's time. So these are the opportunities which Balochistan has, along with the mineral, along with the hydrocarbon, and many other interconnectivity with the regional countries, with the Central Asia, with Afghanistan, with Iran, with other areas coming up. I think so Gawadar is the place where we all would like to be in. And I would like to really thank our UAE brothers for really putting up their trust over here, for making the first house over here. So that's the kind of trust which we are really looking forward, how people are seeing Gawadar. And if people want to make their second home Gawadar, that's something we welcome you all. Please come to Gawadar, make your house, make your business, and you'll have the best relationship, inshallah, with us. And we try to facilitate you in all terms and with all our capacity and sincerity. Thank you very much.